Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today I thought I'd film a video where I kind of showed you what products I'm about to finish up, like stuff that's about to be used up. So obviously it's kind of stuff that I love, and I'll let you know if it's something that I'm going to be repurchasing or not. Yeah, so I think it's going to be messy. None of the products are going to look very pretty because they're all kind of decrepit and falling apart and old, but I thought I would get straight into the video. So if you'd like to see what look I end up creating, then just keep on watching. Okay, so for foundation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. And I've got the shades 110 and 120. And what kind of bothered me a bit about this is the fact that they didn't have any shade that was kind of even close to my natural shade. So this is too light for me and this is too dark, and there's nothing in between. So I've been mixing them and both of them are pretty much just about done. So I thought I would use those today. Okay, she is finished. She is done. We're not getting any of that lighter shade out. But as you can see here, it's just a bit too light for my skin tone. And then obviously I have the darker shade, which I have more of because I think I used the light. You can see that's the kind of in between of where I'm at the moment in terms of the shade range, which is quite annoying. This is going to end up being extraordinarily dark for me as well. But luckily I'm wearing a really ugly sports shirt, so I can just blend it down my neck. I'm also excited because I'm done with the theatre at the moment, so I can bring all my brushes and stuff home. So I've got my trusty Real Techniques foundation brush back with me again. Thank God. What's really nice about the formula of this foundation is the fact that it's very thin, so it doesn't feel like you're wearing a lot of makeup and it's not cakey, etc. Which is nice. I just feel like personally it might end up looking a bit dry on my skin. It might be a bit too matte for my liking, my personal preference in foundation. Although it is super affordable, and I think for what you're paying for, I think you do get great value for money. Because it's not terrible. It's just, if I was going for a similar type of formula, I'd go for the Catrice, this bad boy. Similar type of formula, very liquidy, very thin. Cool, and there you have it. So it's kind of like a medium coverage. It is buildable, but I'm not going to add any more. I'd rather just use concealer. Would I repurchase? Probably not, and I think that's because it's a bit finicky with the shade ranges. I don't like the fact that I have to kind of mix and match to make something that suits me. For concealer, now this is interesting. I've been using the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer, and this is in the shade 30 Light Honey, and I really have been enjoying this. I could use this without using any foundation underneath, which is really nice. So I went to repurchase it and I picked up this kind of by accident, but the Essence Camouflage Healthy Glow Concealer. So I think that they are different, but I haven't actually tried them out at all yet. I'm going to try to see what I can get out of the older one, because this is like seriously on its last legs, because I used it for my show. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're getting some out of there. I actually have another empty one of these sitting in my empties palette just in front of me. I had previously purchased the matte one in a really light shade, so I could tell I liked the formula, but it was a bit too light to be using for my day-to-day makeup. So that's that. Cool, so I'm not going to use the Healthy Glow Concealer today. I will test that out for you in another video coming up soon, I hope. So now that it's all blended out, you can totally see how much extra coverage it does add to the spots that I want to be covered a bit more. Also, you kind of see it's kind of got a bit of a natural sheen glow to it, which I also really like. So I'm curious to see what the healthy one is going to do in comparison. I'm gonna bronze. This is gonna be messy, I reckon. So I have the Catrice Cosmetics Sun Glow Matte Bronzing Powder. You know. But I still can't get myself to throw it out. I feel like I can't waste any product ever in my life anymore. So I'm like determined to use it up. I did enjoy the bronze actually before it broke, just FYI. I really like the color. Would I repurchase? Probably not. I think because since I got the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, I have been preferring that formula. So even though this one was great, I didn't really enjoy it, I don't think it would be my first choice in terms of repurchasing. I don't even feel like I need to say anything about highlighter, because like you all know what I'm about to whip out the bag, right? Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. This is probably the fifth one I've gone through actually, and I do have another one ready and waiting to go. So this is like a perfect example. In fact, both of these together are a perfect example of hitting pan. So I'm just gonna pop this quite liberally all over the high points of my face. Okay, this is kind of pathetic. As of recently, I've been using my Beneco's Eyebrow Designer for my eyebrow pencil. Even though I have had my eyebrows tinted recently, so they're a bit darker than what my natural eyebrow pencil shade would be. Before I discovered that, I was in love with this is the Catrice Cosmetics Eyebrow Pencil. And as you can see, I've got sweet nothing left of it. But I really did enjoy this eyebrow pencil before I discovered the Beneco's one, so I thought I would quickly get back to using it so I can finish it up. Also, it's really nice because it's quite cool tone. It's quite a cool tone shade, and I know you like how girl your hair's on fire while using a cool tone eyebrow pencil. And if you actually looked at my eyebrows, they are quite cool tone in general. So I'm going to quickly do some eyebrows. For eyebrow gel, I'm just going to use my Essence Lash and Brow Mascara, gel mascara, which is see-through, and it's disgusting because it's old. Recently I've been using kind of more of a tinted eyebrow gel, but I thought that I would just finish this one off alongside my Catrice eyebrow pencil. So waste not, want not. But I also really enjoyed this, and it's so affordable as well. Eyebrows. Oh, you know what I forgot about? I forgot about blush. Oh, I know the one. I know the one I should be using. This one. This is so old. Ascot London blush. I think this is Sunkissed Rose. Sorry, I'm just dusting out all the dust. So I also hit pan on this one. I used to use this all the time. All the time. But now I prefer, like, because I think when we went into summer, I started using more like coral, brighter blushes, whereas this is such a nice, like, deep, wintry, autumnal blush color. This is one of those brands that you buy at like cheap, like, wholesalers. Not actually available at any like drugstores or anything. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I also have had this forever, the Yardley London Wanderlust quad eyeshadow. And does it have a shade name? Just see if it has like an actual shade name. Oh, Wanderlust. So that, yeah. Nice. So I'm going to use the matte brown shade, which is obviously like seriously done its time. Before I had like any big eyeshadow palettes and stuff, I used to use this always as a transition shade for my eye looks, because it was one of the only like lighter brown shades that I did have. Please don't judge me on the brush I'm using. I can't be bothered to wash my brushes right now. Okay, cool. I'm going to leave this palette for now, and what I'm going to jump into, and this is also such an old fave, Accessorize. So Lord even knew that Accessorize did makeup in the first place. And this is, oh god, you see, I would give you information, but it wouldn't be worth my while. It's just this beautiful foiled gold shadow, and I have used this to absolute death. I just take a little bit on my finger Gives like a wet look. I think what tends to happen nowadays is that with like the mass production of like these huge eyeshadow palettes and stuff, you kind of forget how useful singles can be, and that's kind of a point to show you that I used to use singles all the time. Whereas now, like for example with my Naked Heat palette, you can see that I am hitting pan on certain shades, but then there's other shades where I feel like I haven't even touched. So concerted effort to use more colors in eyeshadow palettes if you ended up purchasing them. No, my battery's gonna die. Okay, BRB. Okay, it's been like 45 hours. Why does my camera take, my camera battery takes so long to charge? My good lord, it takes forever. But since you've been gone, I did some things. I did a winged eyeliner with this bad boy, which is basically completely dry. I was like scraping out the drakes. This is the Essence Super Last Eyeliner in waterproof. Would I recommend it? Yep, go for it, but I have swapped it out for same product, but this is not the waterproof one, this is the matte black one. And I've been kind of preferring this one because it's a bit easier to get off. So this one's out, this one's in. And then I also popped in some mascara with J's Loud, this bad boy, which is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. I don't think there's even any mascara left in here, it's like completely solid. Would I repurchase? Yes, really nice, but as of right now I'm using the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara, which is to me much more affordable and equally as good. What I wanted to do quickly is zhuzh up the eyes a little bit more. I've got my Stila, what are these called? Like, it doesn't have the actual product name. It's like, it's the sparkly eye stuff really. And this is in the shade Bronzed Belle, which is basically also got like sweet nothing left in it. And I'm just going to take whatever I can grab on the little brush and kind of pop it on the inner corners and just take it down into the lower lash line. I'm really enjoying sparkles on the lower lash line actually. A little bit more. And then lastly for lips, this was a difficult one because I find it difficult to get through lip products really quickly, but it came down to two products, I reckon. One being my MAC Viva Glam and the other one being this weird random cheapo lipstick that I use in basically all my videos. It's got about that much left in the tube. The MAC has got about that much left in the tube, and I think I'm going to use this one today. Just because I've had it for so long and I've used it so much. So I'm just going to pop that all over the lip loose. And then I do have a lip gloss which is like on its deathbed. This is the Catrice Volumizing Lip Boost. I'm actually going to throw this in the bin. It's like leaking, so it's got like lip gloss stuck all over it and like hairs clinging to it, which is foul. So she's going to go into the bin after this. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that. Oh, Lash. Lash. This is supposed to be like a plumping one, although I've never really noticed it plumping anything. And I think that is the finished look. Let me just quickly do a quick inspection. Yeah, so as you can see, I mean, most of the products I've used so much, so I have to love them, and I love the way that this makeup actually came out today. It reminded me of some things that I'd love to repurchase and some other things that I don't really like as much. So this is the completed look. If you like this style of video, trying out old stuff, then give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, all the business. And you will be seeing regular videos from me coming up because I'm going to film like 35 more today alone. So I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.